Good morning, Bleep Bloop Bloom here in our US to Mars Dyson Sphere run. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I mean, maybe you're in space and you have no morning. Good whatever. Good whatever it is, wherever you are. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? We were in January of 2027 doing things, and those things are waiting for nobles to accumulate, worrying about aliens who are going to be attacking a little bit earlier than we thought, and conquering Europe to add their tasty boost and MC to our own, kind of like the Borg, exactly like the Borg, I guess. We're throwing some IPs into boost right now, just because. All right, that's not going to do anything. We're throwing some IPs into boost right now, just because we know mining ore is going to be coming online. We're going to spend 47, I think, to do a quick one more Mercury site. Not 100% sure about that. All right, so we set up what we're doing with all of our folks. I think this war here with Akanta, we are going against Sweden before they build their atomic bomb. Seems like a smart call on our parts. Yeah. Now we're grinding out some nice nobles. Okay, so we got lasers. Particle beams are nice for our point defense. E-beam batteries get us to some good stuff. So, like I said, I think we're just gonna, as well as actually the autocannon. These are relatively cheap techs. I don't think we need them in the next 6 months or so, but I think we're just gonna knock them out really quick. Because then we don't have to worry about them anymore.
Offering Councilor.
All right.
I believe
remember Akanta here is a new criminal that we had, just so we can grab some criminal orgs. Oh, poor Brazil.
We have gained an agent.
We want to maybe still steal some better admin orgs. All right. That's not until 2028. That's a future problem. Don't care about that.
The damage from a bullet is not caused by the projectile.
Alright, so that's for point defense array. I think that would be nice to have available for Mercury. Throw some stuff down there, so we're going to do that. Yeah. Alright, we've got enough boost. We've got decisions to make here. That decision is, do we plant a third site on Mercury right now? Obviously solid, 57 base, 11.7 nobles, 70, about 69 base, 21 nobles. Do we bother with a third site? Costs a lot of boost, or do we just wait till later maybe? I think we're okay. We've got a lot of sites. We're going to hold on to our boost. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I mean, it's not that impressive. Honestly, it's not that impressive. I think we're going to be okay. Let's hold off on that. But we are going to want to make sure that we actually have that going. Let's see here. Mercury. So that's going. Actually, you know what we can do here also. It's going to take a little while to power up. We are going to want nanos eventually. Let's just throw those. That we can upgrade those into nanos. Let's throw those down now. Also, when those finish, we will be able to build orbitals and so on, which will be nice. Okay. So we've got some nobles. Question is, what do we do with them? There are some ships that I want to build. Let's see, what are we doing for ships right now? Building that in Earth. Our 4 Mars spots. We're building some just defense right now. We got 1 marine ship, which should be enough. And if not, then we'll just get another one. It's not a big deal. I think what we're going to do, is for Mars, let's build 1 more orbital. And we're going to do the standard. I think we're gonna do a nano ops.
Okay, put your Litho 2 water.
Vision farm.
On now, mark it. Litho 2 on. Litho 2 on. Right?
Let's do one more space dock.
Lines on. Wait till it
I'm
builds
just gonna
up.
build this now.
First flag should
And
clear at 3-1 to 3-4. O2 flag will clear at 3-7 to
Oops.
4-0.
Alright, we got rid of Flora for beating up aliens. Point defense laser turret is nice to have. Just it's not gonna finish in one. Oh, too much stuff. Yeah, I should have done that. Be doing that sooner or later. Alright, let's pop that out really quick. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, so here in Mars, we're not going to bother building the outpost mining center, but we're going to do our standard. We've got our nano, we'll get the ops center going, get the farm going, throw it on a couple of, I can't throw a couple of solar arrays yet.
Mission complete.
Solar array. Maybe that's all we're going to need is one solar array for now. Alright, so we got our farm, we got our nano, we got our ops, we got our solar. That's what's key. Often on Mars, I'll build a couple of spots that just are like really heavy nano just because they're cheap to run. I think we're going to do that. Let's just have one super nano spot at least on Mars. We got 24 other sites to build campuses on. We're fine. Alright, we're going to declare war on the evil Swedes.
Holding at 3-5.
Sure.
And two circuits locked up at 4-5.
Alright.
And PPA
I don't think nobody's passing us on applied artificial intelligence unless I get real lazy.
4-6. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, Bob, I'm starting my
So just another example of how you could have microed this a little bit better, and by you I mean me. We had these people hanging out here in former Slovenia. We could have had them creeping towards Sweden over the last 2 weeks. Instead, they're just going to go straight from Slovenia. And don't think this is going to be a big deal. It's only a big deal if all of a sudden they get the bomb a week earlier,
Score one for the good
a week
guys.
before we actually conquer them, in which case, very awkward. Alright, get another 10 CP that way if we want. Notice we are almost running no deficit now because of all the nanos that are online in low Earth orbit, and we're not building anything in low Earth orbit. Alright, so what do we got here? Do we got, it's going to cost 38 boost, but it's going to be another 5%, and luckily the boost upkeep is only 2, so that's pretty sweet. Oh, and we got another one, 6% upkeep of 2. This is why we do space commerce. This is exactly why we do space commerce, because we like mining bonuses. Well, we're going to keep an eye on what that turns into after we equip these. Right now we're running 147. Now we just got to find some room for those orgs. Chumpy here. Now, Chumpy, where is our Chumpy? I don't want to call her a Chumpy, a Kanta. A Kanta, what do you got here? I don't know that that's super important for. Yeah, right now we're not investing in mission control at all. So we are doing that. Obviously, we're doing that. I don't think. We are doing a lot of alien attacking. So let's do these. Oh, we need another 40 boost. Oh, we should have bought that one. That's 6% instead of 5%. Curses. Alright. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait and buy that just in the nick of time. Do we want to throw anything on? We'll throw this back on for 71 bucks. Sure, why not? All right, so we're going after the Swedes, who have decided they're going to pretty much investigate that at the same pace. I think we're going to be okay there. Kamud, why don't you inspire her a little bit, get her
I'll speak
above
with them.
15.
Ready for my mission.
None of those are where we are, so I think that that's okay for now. So there are some orgs that are a little bit suboptimal. That's not suboptimal at all. There are some orgs that, I mean, that's okay. Like Espero here. I mean, that is giving us boost, and right now we need boost. But it's not a great org when we don't need boost. That's an okay org. That is decent. I'm talking about like a +3 org. You know, a +3 org that doesn't really have any benefit. That's okay. Yeah, like this org right here is kind of crappy, and if we can replace it with something better, that would be nice. This org is kind of pointless since we already have Inspire from someplace else. If we can replace that with a 1 cost 3 admin org, that would be nice. There's not a whole lot of upgrading that we need to do right now, though. So, Izzy, what do you want to do with your time? What do you want to do with your life, Izzy? See, anything interesting to steal? Not really. Do we want to smack somebody over the head and steal something from them just for fun? Oh, so that's 4 and 6% mission control. That's slightly better than something we already have. Let's see. I don't know.
Your orders?
At some point, you almost get to the point where... Alright, we're going to calm these people down a little bit. You can double advise if you don't have anything really profound to do with somebody.
Standing by for orders.
It wouldn't hurt to see what Humanity First is up to. Let's check on a random counselor.
Tracking targets.
See what they're up to. Brent, why don't you keep inspiring Kanta?
I'll ensure their loyalty.
I think this is fine. Now I just gotta not forget to buy that 140 cost boost org. Wow, a little random micro here. Alright, so let's see. We got an ops, we got our farm, we got our nano, we got a solar, we got a solar. That's all the key stuff. We're gonna just throw the science org down for fun. Outpost mining, that's pretty crappy. We're not gonna bother with that. Oh, so yeah, so this is the kind of spot where I think what I'm gonna do is, for now, we'll be able to power that once those new mirrors come online. For now, I want to put Marine Barracks. Eventually, this spot's going to have more campuses and so on and so forth, obviously, right? But there's no harm in, for now, putting down some Marine Barracks to up our ops. And, yeah, now we've got some tasty nobles. Let's make sure that we've got op centers. Although, again, we could wait with op centers if we wanted to. Any place? Should we just grab these remaining 2 spots? I think so.
Mission in progress.
Alright, we're going to do our standard nano ops. Although we could probably wait on the ops here, but we're not going to. But we could. We're planning on building about 100 campuses in our Mars Dyson sphere. Maybe more, but probably about 100 campuses in our Mars Dyson sphere. That's going to require 100 MC. So we're 14 above now. But obviously that is, we're going to need to find 86 more. Now it says we got 57 coming, and obviously when we take over the EU, we invest in MC, we'll get even more. But you know, right now we're doing well on MC, but we're going to need these op centers. The thing is, we're probably not going to need this op center online until we also have campuses being built. And so this is going to require, you know, there's the crew to feed, there's the upkeep. Probably would not be a bad idea to just wait on building some of these Mars op centers, but I'm just going to do it now so I don't forget. All right, we got our farm, we got our solar. By the way, how is our skunks work? 136. This is going to go up 3% per skunk until it hits 160%. So I think what we could do is build some skunks on these Mars sites that don't have them yet, just to get up to where we want to. So good old Barbarossa here. Let's build a skunk. And let's also drop those marine platoon barracks that we talked about. Oh, so like here, we have our nano. Throw down the farm. Throw down a couple of solar. Throw down one science building. I'll throw down a skunk. We're going to wait on the ops because, hey, we're running out of stuff anyway. And I'll drop some Marines. All right. We did some things. Oh. And we'll drop a nano or two. Yeah, we'll drop two. Drop a solar. Drop a farm. And sure, we'll drop one more solar as long as we're around here. And one marine, why not?
I think we had a break.
Okay. Critical success with our new kingpin. She loves working for us. Alright, that makes me happy.
I will help them.
Person of interest.
Oh, we did find a new Humanity First person. We want to keep an eye on them. Humanity First, they get bonuses to assassinate.
Order is returned.
Eventually, they're going to be very grouchy towards us. Alright, new settlement core. So let's upgrade. Let's drop a nano. Let's drop another nano. Can we drop an ops? We can. Let's drop a skunk. There, oh, let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. Do another fusion. And just so we don't forget about it, do another fission, And sure, we'll do one more fission. We'll put down a military site, and we'll throw in some marines. All right, now we have to go back to this. There are spots that we know that we're building that we're going to be short of power when it finishes, so we're going to have to go back there and check them out. I'll let the nobles build up a little bit more first. Okay. Got some CP cap. Again, these two, if we were doing an econ, we'd probably try to get, even though they're expensive, we would probably try to get them done. We're not doing econ right now. Not really important. So, let's finish. Let's put a pip in that. 'Cause that's gonna, we are gonna be studying a bunch of MC, but I do want to build up some boosts so we can buy those orgs, which I think the costs have all increased. Thanks, J Lump. A bastard. Nano. Can't do an op center yet. We'll do the farm. We'll do the fission. Throw the other fission down. We will throw down, sure, materials. And that'll be good enough for now. Alright. We have our nano. Put on a farm. Put on our solar. Some science. Sure. Energy. One more solar. And that should be good enough for now. Let's see, what is our population on Mars? 78. Alright, so we can start building campuses on Mars as soon as we build. I mean, honestly, we could probably start doing it within the next month. And I think we might. We're just going to have to up the population a little bit. Nano farm ops. Let's just that on, just so it's generating a little bit of science. And oh, we are in Stockholm. Let's just generate a little bit of science. And should we just throw a skunk down? Why not? Alright. Let's get more ops. Alright. We need 40 boost. We're going to make sure that we've got a space. I don't want that to leave. Let's see, does she have room? Yeah, Venezuela. She does not have room. That's right, because we threw Pax Robotic on her. That is so that we can slide in that as soon as we get to 40 boost. Because it could disappear by the end of the month if we wait until the 15th, so we are not going to wait until the 15th. Alright, so I think we are going to get some hab living quarters. Notice that these are 50 crew, and basically these guys get slingshotted, Galaxy Quest style, right to Mars as soon as we build the quarters, which is admittedly interesting. So, but that means that, so technically what you're doing is you're slingshotting those folks to Mars. The crew count is going to go, the population of Mars is going to immediately go up by 50. And what I do is I don't even necessarily let those things go fully online. I mean, you can, but as soon as we get to 10K, I'm going to do is basically those people are going to be moving into our campuses. We can start spawning campuses on Mars, and yeah, it'll that'll be the beginning of our. Really, obviously, we've begun the Mars Dyson sphere, but that is going to be the key aspect. Obviously, is just spawning it massively with campuses. All right, so we're going to throw a couple of mirrors on here. A couple more mirrors. That's fine. That's fine. And I think, honestly, since we're going to need MC so badly, so we've got our farm, we've got our nano. Ooh, and we're out. That'll happen. Alright, so let's see. We are going after Sweden. Sweden has given up on the A-bomb, which is just silly. Like, there's no way that army is going to finish. These guys are chumps. Let us... Izzy's going to continue to investigate humanity first, see what they're up to.
Initiating surveillance.
Kumid is, I think, going to plan our next fight. I think we'll take Finland next. I think pretty much anybody can attack Finland. So,
On my way to the capital.
Brent.
At your service.
Anything you want to steal, Brent? Nothing really good here to steal. Nothing really good here to steal. Obviously, a good mining work shows up. We'll be stealing that. But nothing really important here. So why don't you calm down? Actually, you know, at this point with Brent, I think I might be going with the double advise strategy. Get a little bit more IP in China.
I will help them.
Which is going to give us, you know, 25% more boost investment. It can't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to also invest? Oh. All right, never mind. Who's this guy? What is he doing? You could set up. Maybe you should do the next war here.
On my way to the capital.
Commit can do a random inspiration on somebody. So Izzy is demanding every time we haven't had a lot of crit fails lately, but there's always a chance of that. And there's a bunch of events that lower the loyalty of folks, and so there's no harm in doing a quick inspire if you got nothing super pressing to do.
They'll stay loyal to the
Especially if you don't want to. You could sit and think about it for 5 minutes, but meh.
Offering assistance.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Offering Councilor.
I want to get to a Mars Dyson sphere, damn it. All right, we got Hab living quarters. Need this sooner or later. I think, you know what we're gonna do. We might just commit and just hope we win that 65% on fish and frag. I'll wait for particle beams to finish. Yeah. Again, probably don't need to research these this fast. I just want to clear them out so we can focus on other stuff. And it's obviously pretty fast. These are pretty fast researchers. All right, we got Merapi here. Oh, we forgot. See, Merapi finished. We forgot to put a mining on it. We should have set our calendar. That is bad play. All right, so we'll upgrade, fission pile, hydroponics. So we could be making 28.5 nobles right now, extra. And we aren't because I got lazy. And now we're gonna have to wait a whole 60 days for those. So think about that. Think about that. Think about the consequences of my actions. All right, you don't have to think about it, but I'm gonna think about it because that was a chump move on my part. All right, let's make sure that there are no more chump moves on my part. Oh, there's going to be, but let's see. Let's get rid of the low-hanging chump fruit, so to speak. All right, so like here, for instance, this is a bad call. These people should have a nano going. You know the system, people. You know the system. In fact, we're just upgrade that. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna wait until we build up a little bit more nobles. Get the ops going. I might actually just, you know what? Heck with it. Alright, we're gonna have to come back here. Actually, should I just do it now? Alright, we're whole 3 over. Perfect. Alright. So let's see. We got our nano going there at least. We're gonna have to come back and drop ops on a lot of these spots. Oh, here we go. Lita, March 28th. Should we just do it? It's cheap. And we won't have to set a reminder. All right, we're gonna have to upgrade that. We need an ops there. Again, these ops, I mean, we're 20 ahead on MC, right? Wouldn't hurt to drop ops there ASAP, but we need more nobles. It's January. We're just gonna do it. A lot of upgrading to do. Oh, that's August. We could have easily missed that. A lot of micro, but that is the name of the game. Oh, see, we could have missed this one too. Less than half a year. We are definitely going to need Saturn, and Kuiper Belt to be able to support all these guys. See, these guys, this should have a nano gun. Oh, and we're out. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, by the way, we are at 40 boost. So, let's throw this. Okay, so yeah, notice. So right now, we're at 131. We're going to get a 6% bonus. Oh, well, we'll see. See what that goes up to at the end of the month. I'm guessing it's going to be a sweet, sweet increase.
Policy direction complete.
All right, we're going to declare war, I think, on the... Is it the evil Norwegians? Yeah. Declare war on the evil Norwegians. Where are you? Am I missing it, or is Norway allied with somebody that... Oh, I can't declare war on the evil Norwegians. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm just declaring war on the evil Finns. Yeah.
Wrapping up here.
Of course. All right, so as soon as that wraps up... Oh. Hour later.
From gigantic atom smashers.
Particle beams. So that's going to allow E-beams, which is going to give ion batteries, which is an excellent point defense module. All right. I don't know that there's anything... Yeah, 40... this is the other nice thing to put on ships. So we're going to get that done really quick. Oh, here be E-beam batteries. Just knocking these techs out really quick. Oh, and that's done.
The light that fills our sky.
Okay, now we can make... Now we can... Alright, so we've covered a lot of stuff that we need to cover. I think it's time to pop out Mission of Saturn. Now, our bonus here is we're 10% short on orgs. I'm trying not to be lazy the way I was with Infotech and add that on. We could be getting an extra 50% to this if we had some ships around Mars, not docked, with the mobile space science platforms. So we might just go ahead and research that now anyway, but we do want to build those, and we'll probably build those after we got four space docks in Mars orbit. I think there's another one coming online. As soon as these all finish, we're going to build 5 point defense escorts that... Oh, okay. We'll build those, and then we'll get that nice sweet bonus. Oh, what? Oh, all right, fine. Okay, so when the 15th comes, we're going to build some stuff. All right, we're going to wait for ion batteries. None of these are... Let's pop that out really quick. All right. So, and we've... Oh, so 131 to 140. All right, so we added 1 org that gave 6% bonus, and it's 9 more nobles a month, which is not too bad. And it could be that there's also a little bit more upkeep that we build, so maybe we're making maybe 10 extra from that. Anyway, that's what mining bonuses give you, and let's see if there's any more. All right, so that's not a bad org. That's 10% space science. We just talked about winning space science. Now, normally I would just steal the space science. Ooh, that's more boost. That's pricey, though. That's more boost, but that's pricey. I mean, we do have cash, so we're actually running... With our nanos, we are running a surplus. Now, that's going to go away once we build 100 campuses, but I'm just letting you know, this is why we love nanos so much. And notice, we are we're generating 1,000 base metals a month while supporting a bunch of nanos. So we'll be able to sort of build a whole bunch more nanos to support those other campuses. All right, so we're going to take over them really fast. Norway is next on the list. I think
Acknowledged.
Kanta, you are going to... Oh, the U.S. is getting depressed. Although, hey, the resting cohesion is now 2.
Time to make our move. Ready.
So that's good. Yeah, slowly. You probably could just run the U.S. until 2030 without stabilizing it, putting anything into welfare, but I'm just going to do it. All right, where were we? So we've got that going, and then we're going to move into Norway, grab their tiny bit of boost in their MC, and then maybe move into the Netherlands is pretty sweet. They've maxed out their MC. They're generating a lot of boost. I mean, they're still building boost. They're wasting a lot in the spoils, though. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll probably go after the Netherlands next, and maybe pick up Belgium while we're at it. Yeah, I think that's the likely course of action. All right, so we're gonna keep investigating humanity first here.
Surveilling
Whoa,
target.
18 command.
Reporting in.
Jeez.
Acknowledged.
Kamud. And you throw one more inspire on
Island show their
her.
loyalty.
Brent. Brent, why don't you go back to advising here?
Lending my expertise.
And yeah, I think that covers everybody. All right, we've got some resources. Let's build some. Let's go to Mars and set things up so we can start spawning campuses, shall we? So, population of 8,100, very sweet. Only 2 spots right now by jerks, because I think we got such a jump on them. So that's kind of nice. We'll be taking over those, of course, so we get 25 out of 25. So let's go to Mars. And build. Let's see, what do we here? We got plenty of power. Let's build some quarters. All right, so we just built 5 quarters, 50 crew each. That's 250. They don't even have to be powered. I mean, this is kind of cheesy. Obviously, we're building enough. We're going to have enough power. Actually, we don't have enough power right now, but we are building a solar array that's going to be online before these habs are. It's a little bit cheesy, frankly. It's kind of an exploit that you can get the benefit of the crew even if you run these things unpowered, but we're not really going to be doing that. We're not really going to be doing that. So, I mean, not for more than like 30 days. So I do think that's a little bit cheesy to get the benefit of the crew and not have your habs powered, so not going to be something that we really do. All right, let's see what our pop is going to be at now. We need 600 more pop. I'm sorry, we need 406 more pop. Oh, we have room to turn somebody. So... Alright, we're close. No, that's not Mars. I guess I can build a hab quarters. I'm going to build a skunk works here, actually. Obviously, I could also build a mining settlement if I wanted to. Let's see, we're going to need that sooner or later. We can afford it. think we're going to be there. So isn't that like 200 or something? Yeah. I could just build op centers. That would have been smarter. All right, we are at campus level, people. We can do a thing. That thing is build way too many campuses. All right, each campus is going to be 1 MC to upkeep. It's going to be, I think, 50 energy, which should be fine. Before we do campuses, hold on. I'm curious about something. Oh, yeah, we haven't finished this yet. When this finishes, we will have solar mirror array. So, and that's going to finish very soon. In fact, let's just, slag valorization, we do want more nobles. I'll keep that grinding. But yeah, all right. So we could, why don't we just build our first campus on Mars just to celebrate? Here we go. Satilius Base. Now it's going to be called Mars Campus Prime. So, we're going to build a campus. Oh, so it only costs 5 nobles. Nice. We'll build a campus. We'll build a campus. We'll build a campus. We'll build a campus. And I'm going to have to check my math type stuff. I'm gonna see what the campus build I had in my prior playthroughs was. I think it's like 5 campuses, 2 farms, 1 solar, 1 ops. I mean, it's not really important to get right now, obviously. But I will put down 5 for now. Now, obviously, you can see we're way short here. So for now, just in case I forget about it, I will put down another solar array. But these solar arrays are going to be generating a whole lot more than 109 once the mirror arrays come online. So, all right, we've got Mars Campus Prime, and we're very happy about it. All right, our ops are up to 24 a month. Actually, I'm guessing a lot of these aren't even powered yet. Yeah, they're going to be way more than 24 a month. We'll be replacing a lot of these with campuses and so on, but they were cheap to build. Let's make some ops. There's aliens running around being jerks. We're going to be shooting them soon.
Offering support.
Obviously, at this point, Izzy's a little bored. She would love to go alien hunting. All right, we got point defense. Should we pop out layered really quick? Just so we have it. I'll put a pip in it. Oh, why did I do that? Oh yeah, for the autocannons. Yeah. Alright. So, what are we doing about this? So this is a Corvette. Now, if the aliens were smart, if they were us, they would completely ignore our ships and just go around blowing up low Earth orbit spots. And then we could just rebuild them. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But the aliens are not us. And so I'm pretty sure that they are going to come after our... We're going to split up this fleet a little bit. Yeah, we're going to split up this fleet a little bit. And then with these 2 guys, we are going to try to intercept... 3 ships. That's not good. Go into series. Yeah, that one is a surveillance ship, I'm sure. Alright, so we're going to try to intercept these. Basically land where they're landing and hopefully they don't leave. And 2 ships should be plenty to take them out. But if not, I think they're going to go after our 3 ships because they think their combat power is 110 and our combat power is only 33. So let's see. Sometimes they'll maybe blow up one of our stations before they engage with our ships. That's fine. Alright. But we'll find out very soon. Alright. United States is declaring war on the evil Norwegians, as I recall. Oh, really? They're allied with India and Turkey? These guys, India's not going to waste nukes on defending frickin' Norway. Oh, we can ask Japan to join the war. Sure. Do we actually do we invade the Finns yet? Yeah, we're working on them. Okay. Perfect timing. Oops, did I misclick that? Alright, everybody's going to Stockholm. Cool. This guy's gonna have to rest soon. Okay, we got alien tech. That's
I
gonna...
have a progress report come up.
Yep. National mission points, mission control, 25%. We are going to be switching to MC to support all these crazy campuses sooner or later. So, not a bad idea. I mean, we don't need it immediately, but is on our to-do list. We got a lot on our to-do list. All right. All right. So that did not work. All right. So worst case scenario, they are going after Earth, Leo, Lysander Station. They're going to get there in 3 hours. If these were Teardrop, they could probably get there in time to intercept, but they aren't. So we're going to need to build. We're going to need some teardrops. Lysander, they're going to get there very close. They might get there in time. We'll see. And these folks can't do anything yet. Oh, then they can maybe. Let's go back to our shipyard just to protect it, maybe. Oh, they're already docked there. Alright, so yeah, I think the other folks have to, they're gonna have to wait. Alright. So we're gonna take them. I thought they would automatically engage. For some reason, they're not. They used to automatically engage. Alright. So they're trying to destroy the hab. They probably have destroyed some modules already, not a big deal. But we got there just in time. It'll even be better when we've got Teardrop. So let's just go all in. I'm gonna let the AI do this one. I haven't figured out that whole missile volley nonsense yet to make sure that everybody... Alright, so they're firing all the things. The fact that they have held stuff back means that they're not expecting a lot of point defense here. Yeah. Bloop. All right. Probably we've taken a little bit of damage, but we'll just repair it. It's not a big deal. It's one station out of 18 in low Earth orbit. All right. So let's go check out Lysander and see how they're doing. How you guys doing? You guys okay? You're fine. Jeez. They didn't even get a chance to destroy one thing. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for the aliens. That's so sad. Oh no, Exodus has Iceland. Alert the media. Alright, they're going towards Lhasa. Okay, so technically China's at war with India right now. We'll deal with that after we'll go for peace so that we don't have to worry about that nonsense as soon as we whoop the Norwegians. Alright. A little bit early. This might not be a bad quitting spot. I want to figure out the best way of spending our 56 nobles, and that might include finally upgrading some of those noble sites so we have even more nobles starting 80 days from now. Let's see if there's anything we've missed here. Oh yeah, we want another space science. We want another space science spot. Preferably something that also generates boost. So Kamud. Oh, Kamud's going to turn our humanity first spin. Hopefully our humanity first spin. Brent
Standing by for
is
orders.
going to see if there's something good to steal here from space, and there's not. So we are going to be doing some heavy space to get Saturn going. I think we are just going to... So we could build that. We're getting a little bit of space from these. Let's see here. So we're at 41% from orbs. What do we got for our space science? And do we have any lame space science orbs? I don't think we have any super lame space science orbs. That's actually pretty sweet. Oh, we have this. We do like welfare. I'll get rid of one of those. No, we're not going to need that soon. Oh, come out here. Yeah, this is what I like to do with my celebrities here. I mean, eventually, luckily, they start when they're untouched, beloved, security 9. They're unlikely to get attacked. What I'm going to do is spend the XP there. Now they've got 2 floating, 2 slots for orgs, and we will put in. I think we'll put in this. All right. So now we are over 50%. We're roughly 50% for space science, which is good. All right, so we're going to whoop the Norwegians. Then we're going to come down here and whoop the Netherlands. So Brent or Izzy or Akanta. Akanta, why don't you plan on doing
Heading to the
that?
capital. Acknowledge.
And there's a bunch of wars here that we just kind of want to end because they're silly. Like, I don't think Pakistan's war is, let's see, so you can go to global. The Pakistan war is China, Italy, and the United States is the lead. So what we can do just to end that nonsense, let's just end that nonsense.
On my way to the capital.
Izzy, what do you want to do?
Ready for orders.
All right, we could check out the Protectorate. I mean, Izzy could just shoot somebody in the head who we don't like. That's always fun. No real big threats right now, though. Yeah, let's help a little bit out here. All right. So we've set up for our next turn. I think we can start building a bunch of campuses. I'm gonna do a little research, load up a past save, and think about what exactly kind of the best build is. There's two types of Mars sites, right? There's the ones that have a tier 2 settlement, a tier 2 mining rather, and then there are the ones that don't. And until you max out your solar, it might depend on, what is the best way of putting campuses down or whatnot, like how many can you support and so on might differ a little bit. So I'm going to think about exactly what our best campus Mars build is in those 2 instances. Pretty sure it's 2 farms, 5 campuses, 1 ops, 1 nano, possibly then a skunk and a random science building, but not 100% sure. The idea is that, we are running really nice surpluses here, but we want to make sure that there are enough farms to cover all of the crew, and I think that with that build that I just outlined, you're covering about 90% of the crew, which I think is going to be good enough. In any case, we're in good shape. Over the next 2 to 3 months, we are going to build a massive amount of campuses on Mars, and then we're going to pray that we can actually support them all 180 days later. Okay, we'll do a little more than pray. We'll try to set it up so that's actually possible. All right, I will see you then.